are alive. Perfecto. Yes. I haven't been up this early in a millennium since those two X's were V's. I don't remember the last time I was up this early, but here we are. We are up. We're about to get this day started with some. It's 8:20 in the morning. Shit, that means it's like 7 o'clock on the West Coast, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Not bad, not bad. It's pretty early though. I don't know how many people are gonna be awake. Well, it's what, Tuesday morning. Everybody and their mom should be up, right? Everybody. Good morning. Sunday morning. A lot of people won't get that. That's okay. Switch. Trying to break shit over here. Trying to break shit over here. Trying to break shit. On a Tuesday morning. I'm gonna say on a Monday morning, we're trying to break shit. Cheers, bro. How are you? What up, Scuba? I'm good, dude. How are you? Just heating up this banger. Had to clean it up a little bit first. I took a dab last night and then passed out and did not clean up my mess. It's like a teenage boy all over again. Just leave our messes all over the house. Don't tell mom. Chilling, about to smoke a joint and feed the chickens. Hell yeah, I actually got some baby chicks myself. Check this out. They're still babes, but you know, since I got my own properties now, I'll show you this real fast. The red light, they're still sleeping. Well, one's still sleeping. I don't know about him. He acting kind of weird. Fuck. I've already lost two out of the bunch that I got, and they replaced them at the store. But I don't know why they keep passing. I know one got trampled. You could just tell it like passed out, and the other one's like trampled it or something. I guess I should have bought more than I wanted 8. I guess I should have bought like 10 just in case. I didn't think they were gonna drop off like flies though for no reason.
Nice. So maybe 4 or 5 will survive till laying age. I'm hoping more than that. I'm hoping at least 6 of them since I just replaced 3 of them. I have no idea if this is the right time or not, but cheers. So I'm guessing it's common for them to just like fucking die off then? Like feed, water, heat. Oh, you got lucky. You got some grown chickens. Yeah, I've already lost 3 of them. Just replaced them yesterday, and then woke up today, and the smallest of all of the new ones was trampled. So, and I got specialty olive layers, so they were like $8 a piece. Cheers, by the way. Oh, scheiße. That was a good dab. That's crazy. Right on the border. About an hour, 20 minutes north of Panama. Nearest city would be, I don't know, I'm kind of equal. Panama City's about an hour and some change south, and then Dothan is like 45 minutes north. Yeah, about 3 hours from the Pence. And that Piblet fucking Gaethje fight was crazy. I mean, Piblet got his ass beat, but it was still a good fight. It showed that he can actually take a fucking hit on the chin and still continue. That boy got dazed like 6 times in that fight. I feel like something on my ear. Chicks are loud. They love to step on each other like they ain't got a care in the world for each other. One passes out and they'll just walk all over it. Certain breeds can be savages. They honest. I mean, they're like the closest descendants to fucking dinosaurs, right? They don't have a care in the fucking world. They probably eat each other if they knew. Chickens literally eat anything. Oh man, I was gonna go back to bed, but I figured I would do a live instead. Get these wake and bake started. Maybe we can do like one a week. I was gonna say two, but I just know myself too well to stay on a schedule like that. Would be I would let everybody down after about 3 weeks. She got meat spots on her eggs. Tell me she's almost culling age. You know they breed certain chickens where they're like you raise them from like until they're only like 6 or 7 months and they're ready. They have like actual meat chickens that are like good to go in like 7 months. Think you'll let them pass naturally? Nothing wrong with that. Time to get some babies. Don't put babies in there though; they'll get pecked to death by the older ones. I've had chickens in my life. This is just my first time having like my own chickens. They was always my dad's. Almost not my whole life growing up, but like the better half of my life we had chickens. I can't even say that now because of how old I am. Half of my life I've been a fucking adult. Like half of my life I was like 19 half of my life ago. It's crazy to think that like 19 years ago I was 19. Life literally flies by and it fucking. Ay, ay, ay. Nothing changed except the possibilities of breed and coop. Yeah, I like buying the specialty ones. They're always more like I can go get like $3 chicks, and there's the white egg layers, but I always like the olives and the brown eggs, and they always cost more. Flies by quick, dude. Life flies by too quick. Or it's flying by too quick. And you go drink some baby blood or something, you know what I'm saying? Dude, you've been in there a whopping 15 minutes. Don't walk out here like you've been in there forever. What are you doing? You got an Easter egger and a brown layer? Hell yeah. So all mine are um brown and olives. Dude, what do you want? Really? We gotta go outside right now? You were just outside when I came home. He was just out there. Oh. Oh shit, alright. I like brown. I just prefer brown eggs, honestly. I know that technically there's no difference, but I prefer brown eggs. And I got the olive eggers because I've never had them, and they were all gray, and I like the gray color. Oh. I had to get one or two. Not bad. Decent eggs. I like the like green look. That like olive grayish greenish look. I like that. Weird here. And absolutely no different to like a brown or a white egg, so other than the color. They'd probably actually be really good like Easter eggs because they already got like that grayish texture. Adding more color to it would probably be pretty cool, honestly. Unless you're trying to do like neon colors. The neon's not gonna stack on top of the grayish green, but flat colors like blues, reds, greens. And they're not like solid. Sometimes you get like it's almost like a turquoise egg. Or not turquoise, but like a tri-colored egg. Turquoise. Yeah. Just like an olive almost. It's like olive green. Isn't the Super Bowl this weekend or something like that? Or is that next? When's the Super Bowl? Spooper Bowl. Seahawks. Jesus Christ, my hometown is going to the Super Bowl again. February 8th. 8th? Is that next Sunday then? Yeah, that's next Sunday. Not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. Super Bowl is usually one of the only things I watch each year. I do watch quite a couple games. I watched the Lions a couple times this year, but they were not doing as good this year as they were last year. I'll probably watch this though because I'm a big Seahawks fan. So not a big one, but I'm a Seahawks fan. It's my home state. crisscross bone. Mom. Right. Little League World Series is my jam. Just sitting in a corner by itself, screaming in there. Sweet, 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 sweet. A Little League World. I didn't even know there was a Little League World Series. When does this happen on? Because I like some baseball, that's for sure. I don't need any of these cookies. Leave me alone. I want your cookies, not your cookies. My cookies. Just 3 months off the heels of yet another exciting tournament season. Oh, it's in August. Oh, that's the softball World Series. Oh, it is in August. Little. Okay. Senior League Baseball World. Oh, there's a Senior League Baseball series. Sure. Yeah, baseball's become pretty big. It's definitely a growing spate. It's huge in like Japan and stuff. So usually late August. Yeah, I'm looking at the calendar right now. District is the 20th of June. Wonder who my district champion is, like, for this area. Technically, on the border, so I can claim 2 states, right? Great Lakes region, Midwest region, Mountain region, Northwest region, West region. Okay. Senior league. That's kind of cool that they have a fucking senior league. Okay, okay. Yeah, Florida in general has tons of fucking sports teams though, like baseball, soccer, basketball. I mean, even if you don't want to watch professional, there are so many different sports teams in fucking Florida. You drive over to fucking Tallahassee, you could see some minor league football or soccer. Last year, Vegas was our team. Yeah, I know where Vegas is. Nevada. Good old Vegas. Someday I'll go to Vegas. It's like one of the only places I have never been. Other than New England, I've never been to the Northeast. Or Alaska, I guess. But if we're talking about continental. What are you guys doing? You're acting weird right now. I don't like it. Staring at me. Fucking weirdos. Well, it's been about 25 minutes. I guess it's time we take another day. I'm about halfway through our stream. Put my legs up, crisscross applesauce. Do you need something? Yes. We only have Amazon and Netflix because Amazon has like 6 different things, like Stars, HBO. Dab with you? All right. We can do the little hemper rig. Oh. Oh. Excuse me. I know, right? It's probably weird to see that I actually have teeth. I normally have a mustache and shit that covers up my whole mouth. I have lips too. The dice one? No, he's a little robot. He's like a little robot guy. What are you guys? You need to go to bed? Dude, he's just staring at me right now. I gotta ignore him. I gotta get on my thing and change my subscription address. Oh, shit. I just thought I was going without lips. I barely have any. The little baby lips. I should get injections done. Get those fat lips. Ooh. More than heated up, but I wanted to make sure. Let me get my timer. $8:50, almost 9 o'clock in the morning. I guess I'm gonna either jump on some Tarkov or some World of Warcraft. I've been grinding World of Warcraft because TBC comes out in a few days, about a week, for the anniversary edition of WoW. The Burning Crusades. I've got fork knife. Oh, some fork knife going. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Never really got into Fortnite, but I get it. I mean, it's, people didn't get into Apex. I love me some Apex. I've been addicted to Tarkov for fucking forever, though. When it comes to like a shooter game, even with the extraction aspect, I fucking love Tarkov. There's just something about it. It's probably one of the more realistic games I've played. And I'm not saying it's like the best, but as somebody who was in the military, I like how the game feels. I like how the game feels. Of course, it's a game, so not everything is. What's up, man? Dude, you just came in. We're not. No, we're not doing this today. Go lay down. Go. Go. Both of you, go lay down. Nope. You had your chance. You missed your opportunity. Do not miss this opportunity. You missed it. DayZ has servers that are PvE. Awesome gunplay. I like DayZ. DayZ is just a little bit. It's old now. You know what I'm saying? DayZ was good for its time, and it's still a decent game. Honestly, if they gave it a nice like, if they moved it to like, an Unreal Engine or something, I think DayZ would have a huge comeback if they gave it a fat fucking graphics update. Oh yeah, dude. Even Unreal 4, that shit would be fucking. That game would. The player base would definitely be just. I mean, it's never gonna really die, but yeah, DayZ is. I mean, DayZ's kind of like Rust, right? It's been out forever. It'll always have a player base. If I go look at Rust right now, it's crazy. Rust has been out for like over. I'd say right around 10 years. I think 2000. Maybe it's 9 years. 2017 or something like that. Oh, why I meant to go to Steam, not fucking Blizzard. Community hub. There's 120,000 people playing Rust right now. 120K. Arma and it's Arma. It was the modding crew for Arma making all those extra like. I got attacked by a fucking spider or something. Yes, I got a big ass fucking bug bite right on my fucking bicep. Anyway, yeah, Arma. The a lot of games came from their the mods and stuff, the modded maps and like Daisy. I mean H1Z1. That shit set the groundwork. H1Z1 was a huge one back then. 12 years. We are celebrating the 12th anniversary of Rust. 12 years Rust has been around. So it's been around since 2014. Has 120,000 people playing it right now. 12 years later, still flourishing. I'm gonna look at DayZ real fast. I think I own DayZ also. Just don't have it downloaded. I don't own it. Do I have it on Xbox then? I know I have hours into this game. Like I've played this several times. Is my birthday 2026? No. Let's rewind a few decades. Let's see here. Community Hub. What do we got? Like 50,000? 40. It's right around where I thought it would be. See, Rust has updated their graphics multiple times. Just upgrade. I guarantee they'd get like twice as many people if they updated their graphics. Somebody's most recent. They have 400 hours in the game. I don't want to spend 3 hours looking for fucking nails, man. It's a big fucking map. It's a big fucking map. You're a harasser. Dude, it's cold. I moved down here because it was supposed to be warm. What happened? Scuba, what the fuck happened? I guess I brought it with me. It was like, we're following you. You will be my apprentice. You will bring the dark side to the light. You will lead us. No! Before you can get a base or a fucking tent down, somewhere to stash your fucking shit. You die because you can't find no fucking food. You get mauled by a bear. No! I just got this woodsman axe. No. No, we're done. Go lay down now. Go. I pet you for like 5 minutes there. My eyes full. Sun's out today, but it's only gonna be fucking 30 degrees. We're gonna get up into the 50s today. We will. So cold that night, though. Be a cold February. Gonna be a cold February. She's in the window. I was like, what the fuck was that? Saturday. See full forecast here. Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 30 degrees with a low of 19. And windy, yeah. Well, we bounce back up into the 60s by the next weekend, so I guess that's one good thing, right? By the next Friday, by the next Saturday, we'll be back into the 60s. Yeah, dude, I was like, fuck. I've been watching the weather down here for like the last 4 years. There was probably one, maybe 2 years. Probably 2 years because I had my I was managing the shop and I was actually wasn't caring that I lived in Michigan. Didn't really like winter, but I had my mind on the shop and just working. Um, but after that, after I quit working at the shop, winters really started bugging me. So maybe it was like the last 3 years. And it's never been this cold down here. I mean, maybe like 1, 2 days, but you guys have had some freak fucking cold air. Like the Arctic blasts this year have been ridiculously cold all the way down here. I gotta go to the store and get some water too later. I gotta text that to myself or I'll forget. Also, I never understood why the highway from Montgomery breaks down to Mobile instead of down to Tallahassee, the capital. I just feel like the interstate should have went the opposite way towards the capital and connecting with I-10 over there. Right down here through Dothan and Mariana and over into Tallahassee, connecting somewhere over there. Yeah, the shifting. It's just a cold year. They've had colder years. Like Miami's actually supposed to be down in like the 30s. This is the first time since like 1925. So it's been like 100 years since it's been this cold, or since it's been that cold down there. They're going to be under 32 degrees, or there's a chance they might be under 32 degrees this weekend. Right around freezing. Couple more years and people will be tripping about the heat. I don't know. Next year probably be a normal winter, and then we'll be followed with a hot winter. Yeah, somewhere in the next 2 or 3 years, it'll be one of them hot winters, and it won't ever cool down. It'll be fucking 60s and low 70s through all of January and February, and everybody be like, "Ah." I'll take those winters. I don't mind being. I prefer being hot. Like you're gonna see me do streams where I'm gonna be like, it's fucking hot outside. I'll be outside like a crazy Florida man. I'm hoping to turn into one of those guys. Like me and my kids love heat. Okay, my oldest one, she don't like the cold or the heat. If she could stay 72 degrees all year, she would. She need to move up to like the bottom of Oregon or something. Top of California, like in between Redding and Medford, somewhere in there. That's one of the most climatized places in North America. So, well, I guess you could go to San Diego, but they have very hot summers, mild winters, very hot summers though. But you are on the coast, so depending on what part of San Diego you're in. Well, I guess you could go to San Francisco. San Francisco is known for because of how high up it is and coastline is known. But San Francisco is literally a shithole. Can you believe that was like the gold standard back in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Like that was the gold standard for a city until like the 2000s. More fruitcake in San Diego too. It's true. I got family in San Diego and not Sacramento, south of Sacramento. What is it? What is it? It's just gonna look at the map real fast. Look, I got the weather map already open, so I'll just zoom out. What's it called? It's right here, Bakersfield, right outside of Bakersfield. I got an aunt outside of Bakersfield, and I got a cousin down in San Diego. And then I got my whole family who live outside of Phoenix, so in Maricopa. What up, Bud King? Shit, dude, you up this early? Like 8 o'clock in the morning up there. I had to get up at 7 to take the kid to school. Um, it's nice and sunny out, but it's cold. It's a cold one again. Saturday gonna be freezing. Oh, I don't know. I would have moved. I would have moved to like San Jose or San Francisco. Well, probably not San Francisco, but somewhere like in like Oakland. Well, not Oakland because well, Oakland wasn't that bad back in the day, but yeah, I wouldn't have mind being somewhere in the Bay, like back in the day. Like I tell myself all the time, if I was, I should have moved to California when I first got out of the military in 2012. But then I probably would have hated it because everything that's going on. But I've always wanted to move somewhere like in between Santa Rosa and Redding, north. Like Humboldt County would have been nice. So like Eureka. I always wanted to live in North California. I visited California so many times when I was a kid. Like I said, I have an aunt there. We lived in Arizona my whole life, so I was in California. Every summer I didn't go visit my dad. I went to California. Went to my aunt, so outside of Bakersfield, so never really got to experience Los Angeles. And we always went to over to like Santa. I can't remember. We never went down to LA for it. Maybe it was up here. I don't know where we went to the beach at, but it was a nice beach. It's definitely not like Florida beaches though. No white sand. It's more like a grayish black sand. And the water's a bit cooler. Just a bit though, not much. It's 3 degrees here. Yeah, dude, we're 39 now. We're going up. We're supposed to be like 55 this afternoon. What's Seattle right now? What's my hometown? 45. That's not bad either. See? Very climatized in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, you'll get hit with snowstorms, but they don't stay on the ground as long as they do in the Midwest. Like the snow clears out pretty fast. You'll get this huge snowstorm, and then 2 days later, it'll all be gone. And then you go to East Washington, and it's fucking 30 degrees and snowing. It was a -4 when you got up for work. I bet, dude. It's cold as fuck up there. I still got family up there. I'll be up there in a couple weeks to pick them up, bring them down here. But the craziest thing to me is the fact that Miami is going to be fucking like 32, 33 degrees this Saturday. They're 59 right now. Like, that's not even normal. 59 is not even normal. Ooh, their high went up. Okay, so they're only going to be 30. They're going to be what I am right now. That's going to be 39 degrees in Miami. It's freezing. People in Miami are going to be like, I'm good with the normal hard freezes we get here in Florida. Snow. Yeah, you're in the we're in the panhandle, so we still get the freeze every year, the couple of hard freezes. But Miami does not get hard freezes. They're not going to get a hard freeze anyway. 39 degrees ain't going to get them there. So, but that's fucking cold for them. Yeah, I'll let you know depending on how cold it is. I ain't trying to get out of my honestly, I'm just trying to drive up there, pick them up and drive all the way back. Well, I won't be driving back. They're driving back. But I'll let you know what time's happening. I'll stop by and smoke a joint or something. Just enough winter for fruit trees. Well, I mean, unless you're growing citrus, then you don't need any winter. Actually, you got to protect your. You'd be protecting your citruses on these days. You'd be putting bags over them, or you can dangle Christmas lights. A lot of people don't know this, but if you got Christmas lights, the old Christmas lights, because they get warm, you just wrap your whole tree like try to get every branch you can right around the stem, all the way up it, everywhere. Put Christmas trees everywhere on that bitch, really nice and tight, and then plug it in. That'll keep it warm enough for a couple days. Those little bulbs will keep the wood just warm enough. If they're the old ones, the ones that warm up just a little bit. You remember back in the day, you touch them, they get a little hot after plugged in all night long. Those are the ones you want. Maybe even get the medium sized bulbs that put out a little bit more heat. Perfect. If you got any citrus trees, just wrap your citrus tree in that. It's actually something people can do up north too if you want to grow citrus up north. Get a greenhouse, a decent greenhouse, and then in the winter times in your greenhouse, uh, wrap everything into little heated bulbs. You've never seen the Christmas I actually learned it from another grower from Georgia. He grows lemons and limes, and it's one of the tricks that he uses during the hard freezes. I learned that from somebody else. Works like a charm though. I mean, as long as you get the right bulbs, you can't get the LED ones because they don't put off any heat like the new ones. So you gotta get the ones that put off a little heat. Wrap it around the base. You don't want the soil to. I mean, you can really add up and put a bag over it with the light bulbs, then you'll get a lot of heat in there. I'm probably gonna get a small greenhouse or something. I don't know. A nice side yard over here that's really flat. Gets a decent amount of sun, but not a lot. It'd probably get more sun if my neighbor didn't have so many trees. He got a lot of trees in his backyard, though. Georgia growers, I don't, yeah, Georgia grow. I mean, Georgia gets snow, not like Midwest, obviously, but Georgia has a good climate. They got mountains up north, the flats. You got the over by Savannah. You got the like marshland. Um, you got literally Georgia has a really nice setup because if you want to be on the coast, you can. If you want to be up in the mountains, you can. If you want to be down in the valley, you can. If you want to be on flat land, you can. Dude, why are he crying so loud? One of them loves pecking at like the tote. He just pecks at the wall. They're all good. They're just sleeping. One of them's in there just fucking tweeting a fuck away like a fucking madman. Fuck, that looks so good. My mom's sitting pretty too, though. Back to what we was talking about, because they live over in Phoenix, like I was saying. And Phoenix this year hasn't even had winter. They've literally been in the 70s pretty much the entire year. Look at this shit. 73, 74, 76, 77, 80, 80, 76, 75, 74, 74, 77. Like Arizona hasn't got hit with fucking, yeah, other than no rain. Trying to look at the monthly. Where is that at? There it is. So the lowest temperature they hit this month of January, 59 degrees on the 9th. And then it was back up into the 70s 2 days later. And they haven't, that was one time. The second coldest day is 66 degrees 3 days ago. And then they jump back up to 73 degrees 2 days later. I lived in Arizona for 7 years. 7 years. The problem is, okay, the problem is June, half of July, June, August, September, or those for at least 90 to 100 days. I think last year they hit a record of like 115 days in a row or something like that, where it was over 100 degrees, triple digits for over 100 days. Like, go outside and cook an egg on your sidewalk for 100 days in a row. What was the highest? The highest temperature it hit this year, on July 9th. July. Was I saying months backwards? June, May, June, July, June. So half of June, not July. Half of June, all of July. July 9th. We're talking about the summer just started. 116 degrees. I don't ever remember it being, yeah, almost 120. Yeah, fuck that. Several days this year it was 115 degrees though. What is this one? What is this peaking at? 115 again. Jesus Christ. When does it cool off? October is when you start cooling off. And they're still seeing 90s. Now, on the good note, you do have like October through May where you're not going to be dying all the time. But in between May and October, 100 degrees. When do they get? October is when they get all their rain too. October, yeah. Oh, some in November. Monsoon season. I thought about moving back to Arizona. I have. But yeah, I thought about it. Nah, if I don't stay here, it'll probably just be like southern Texas or something, like San Antonio, somewhere in between San Antonio and Corpus Christi, Victoria, something like that. There ain't very many big cities. How big is Pleasanton probably has a Walmart, right? Probably be like around. I don't know. That's kind of close to the. A little too close to the Gulf. San Antonio is a good decent distance, hour and a half, 2 hours. Now, on the good note, hurricanes you definitely know days before it's gonna make landfall. So floods for Thanksgiving doesn't sound good. And it's not too bad. We never flooded. It just rains a lot. Monsoon season, it rains a lot. They have a good duck system or whatever. Saluma, Texas was nice. Was when I was there, maybe 10 years. Oh, I love fucking Texas. If it's not over by Houston, I love it. Like in between San Antonio and Dallas, I could live there. Like Waco, Austin, any place in between there. I couldn't go any further west though. Like I lived in El Paso for 4 years. No thanks. I'm not a big desert person. Hot as fuck out in El Paso. And you're like on this high plane, so it's cold as shit in the wintertime too. Especially at night. It's cold as fuck. San Antonio's nice though. I was just in San Antonio this summer. Well, September. I guess it's the end of summer. I think like Corpus Christi is like equal to Tampa or something like that though. If you were to draw a line, it's pretty close to the Tampa, Sarasota area, Memphis. Oh, but yeah, if I don't like Florida, then it'll end up being Texas. Texas is a good median because then I can still drive to my mom and my well, actually it'd be way closer because my mom lives in Arizona. Texas would be, and then my dad's over here. Actually, he's thinking about moving into Georgia just for cheaper rent, I guess. But like everything else is more expensive. Gas is more expensive over there. Like just in that side because there's like nothing big over there. But still in the same general area. Just going over the Chattahoochee River. Water or something. Fuck, I got kind. And then I'm gonna take my last dab. It's the final countdown. My hair's all dry and like weird now. You can drink. My throat's all. Fuck. I'm in Selma. It's northeast of San Antonio. Selma. That sounds familiar. Is it a small city? Southeast, northeast. Austin. I don't know. There's this like Germantown, Hallettsville. Yeah, somewhere in there. There's like this very European slash German area in between like three. It's like 80% German. I was like, ooh, that'd be pretty cool. What's this? A suburb? Oh, it is a suburb of San Antonio. That's why I was looking too far away from San Antonio. That's right there. Yeah, it's pretty much that's San Antonio. Hell yeah, New Brunfels or whatever. I've thought about this is that area that I've thought about living in. I love the rivers, dude. The rivers are so fucking nice that go through San Antonio and Braunfels, however you say it, and Austin. The rivers are just so nice. I actually have photos of the rivers. Let me see if I can still do this, if I remember. Nope, I don't have it on here. I have it only sharing. Oh, I gotta say, I don't want to use any cancel. Um, I don't have YouTube sharing photos, so I can't pick the right photo right now. I'd have to add it to the. But yeah, we went to San Antonio North. What river did we go? The Guadalupe, right? I think is what it was. I think yeah, the Guadalupe River. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was about 35 minutes north. It wasn't that far, and now I can't find it on this map. But yeah, we went to. I'm pretty sure it was the Guadalupe River. Almost 100%. Yeah, nice little colorful map here. We went this way, went this way. Yeah, the Guadalupe, right? Yeah, right there, right there. State River. Hey, this is the river. I went literally to this location underneath this tree and everything. Must have been my kiddo back there playing video games. Still waiting on the high school to fucking transfer over her transcripts. They won't let her start without her fucking. I'm like, Jesus. Can you call them from fucking? I've called them. They're taking their sweet time. Well, the weather up there is they had like 3 days off of school last week and 1 day off of school this week, and Canyon Lake Gorge. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Canyon Lake too. That looks like it'd be pretty cool to kayak. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, if Florida doesn't work, it'll definitely be Texas. I'm never moving north again. The most north I'd ever move is if somehow in like the next 30 years before I become like an old man, more like 20 years, because I'd have to do it before I was 60. So like the next 22 years, I'd move to California if they got their shit back in order. Like Bakersfield or something, south. Maybe even north, but probably south just to be closer to family and the ocean. Channel Isles of California. You never even taught that California has islands. I mean, I know this, but you're never taught this in school that California has its own set of islands. Same with Florida. Well, you might be taught. No, I don't really think you're taught that we have the Channel Islands. What a name. You named them the Channel Islands. Fucking lame ass fucking name. We just come up with the coolest names. It was probably named after somebody, but still. Pretty sure most of these islands are like unlivable too. They have just like marinas and stuff on them. Loud ass bird. One of them really likes to fucking scream. You know, on, is it Santa? One of these islands, thanks to Step Brothers, because of how big Step Brothers, they actually do a party on, is it this is the Cantalina? I think it's Cantalina. Because the Catalina wine, the Catalina, yeah, Santa Catalina, yeah, the wine mixer. It's the Catalina fucking wine mixer. What up, Lone? About to take our final dab here in a second. We was just talking about if Florida doesn't work out, we'd move to probably Texas. I don't think there's any other state. And then, like I said, I'd only move to California if they got their shit back together. I always wanted to. My whole life, I've always wanted to move to California, but that was because like the '80s and '90s. Like I was telling, oh my god, I'm drawing a fucking blank on my scuba. Like I was telling Scuba, holy shit, brain is fried right now. Wake and bake, haven't done this in a while. Uh, California used to be like the place, you know. That's where everybody wanted to go back in the '70s, '80s, '90s. But honestly, I don't see Florida really doing me wrong. I might even move further south, maybe down to Tampa. Not into Tampa, but like Lakeland or something, something in the middle. Won't be the East Coast because the East Coast is too expensive. Daytona's not too bad actually, but that's not really like that's like on the border of being South Florida. That's probably not even considered South Florida yet. You're probably like just over the line of being South Florida at Daytona. All right, let's get this dabbing. All right. Q-tip. We got smoke. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Relax. I'll put a bag over you. I'll do it. I can't trust you no longer.
Just getting up and moving. I feel you. I had to take the kiddo to school 2 hours ago, so I've been up for a while. Ooh, pay attention. Not even eating it. Schedule's all fucked up because my truck blew up, so I'm working from home at the moment. Oh shit.
Shit. Sorry to hear that, dude. That fucking sucks. Timer's going. Yeah, I was called yesterday and updated that my daughter's information was good to go and she was ready to start school finally. So I was like, well, fuck, that's she's gonna be so tired today. I know she is. She was not ready to start school today. Like as in like, cause she's like been on a bad schedule. I let her stay up till like 10, 11 o'clock doing whatever. We haven't been doing anything for the last 30 fucking days since we've been here. So if I put her to bed at fucking 9 o'clock, then she's up at fucking 6. That means I gotta get up too. I let her stay up till 10, 11. That means she sleeps until at least 9, 10. That means I get to sleep until at least 9, 10. I'm not a 6 a.m. type of person. But now that school, now with school, I'm forced to get on an early morning schedule because my lady doesn't live down here yet. So it's just been me here since December with the girls. Fucking single dad mode. And I'm still waiting on the high school to from Michigan to send the fucking transcripts down here. Fucking magnetic. It's hilarious. So my other one can start school. They're just taking their sweet time because of the weather up there, though. But whatever. I can't rush them. What are you doing? And then this cold shit, dude. I moved down here to get away from the cold. All right, I'm done with the weather. I'm not talking about it again. It's just been cold. We're not supposed to be in the 30s and 20s down here. What? What's up, Donna? It's all right. It's been cold still. It was nice. I mean, it's nice. It's just been cold still. Wait for the end of February, honestly. So like one more month. By March, by the time March rolls around, my weather will probably be in the 70s every single day. So that's great because up in Michigan it would still be in the fucking 30s or 40s. Um, excuse me. Let me see here. It's been nippy here. Cali, if you're in Southern Cali and Arizona, you guys have had some of the best weather. We're getting like, if you look at a map, you guys have like, oh man, especially if you're down by like San Diego or LA. God, we were just talking about Cali. What part of Cali you from, Donna? How you afford Cali? Gas, groceries, rent. Bernardino. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, okay. LA. But the outskirts. My auntie lived up in Bakersfield, and then my cousin lived down in San Diego. Oh, okay, okay. You didn't have to explain why you got your disability. You could have just said you get. You didn't even have to tell me that. You could have just said 3 hours from LA. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're on the far side. But I mean, you just get on the highway, right? You just get on like the 210 or the whatever it is and coast in. Probably has high traffic almost all day fucking long. Yeah, I'd go back to California if I could afford it. But really, if they just make it more affordable, I got a lot of friends. I got a lot of military veteran like friends that I served with who live up in like San Jose, so outside of San Francisco, which is like fucking. It's probably like 4 hours from fucking LA. State's so damn big. 5 hours. Jesus Christ, from fucking. They never will. Pipelines. Oh, I know. But I mean, for a long time, it was the state. I mean, we talked. This will be like the third time we've mentioned it. California, like through the 70s, 80s, 90s, was the state to go through. Taxes weren't that high. Middle class families were moving there crazy from all over the U.S. It was the most moved state for like 25 years. And then something happened. Taxes, gas, everything just went and now the middle class struggles there. The forests and everything that you can see there, though, like you guys got the Sequoia National Forest, and then you go up north, you got the fucking what's that, Mount Shasta area, Shasta National Park. Big state though. I've driven through California. I've visited California numerous times throughout my life. Numerous times. I've stayed never in the wintertime, but always summer. I've visited uh the San Diego and Bakersfield and surrounds of Los Angeles. Never like got to walk through LA or anything, but I've a few summers. I can't recall how many, but a few. More than two, but less than five summers in California throughout my life. And then again, I lived in Arizona for 7 years, so we went over. We visited. Like I've been to Disneyland like 3 times, which is somewhere in LA, right? Or is it in San Diego? LA, right? It's in LA. Well, not in LA, but Disneyland. It's been a while. Oh, it's definitely it's pretty. Oh, Anaheim. Okay, and LA. Jesus, it's grown so much since I was young, like pre-17. Been down to Oceanside. Never been up to Malibu though. Malibu. Yeah, I know Barstow. I like I said, I know the area. It's just been a long time since I let me look here for a second because I don't actually live in Bakersfield. It's a oh, is it Maricopa? Why does that sound familiar? I have to go to my auntie's page on her Facebook. But yeah, Taft. Why does that sound? Maybe it's Taft that they live in. It's just outside of Bakersfield. I know that. It's one of these. These all sound very familiar, so I know I've driven through here. I know there's a big fucking sunflower field somewhere. Huge sunflower field. Quiet neighborhood shit rarely happens. That's where I live right now. I live in the Panhandle now, so it's quiet here anyway. So I don't live near a major city. Nearest major city would be in Alabama, and then Tallahassee, I guess. I mean, Panama City's not really it's not as big as people think. It's much more touristy than it is like big city living. So it'd be like I don't know. Panama City's probably the same size as Dothan. They're about the equal distance from me. Dothan, Alabama, Panama City, Florida, Tallahassee's about an hour and a half to 2 hours east of me. And then like Mobile or Pensacola. Pensacola is probably the closest, or that's bigger than Panama. No, Tallahassee's much closer because that's like 3 hours from me. The Everglades, oh, that's all the way in the south. That's like 8 hours away. That's like living in Redding, California, and then being like, where's LA? Quite literally, it's like 8 hours south. That's all the way out to Boredom. I'd love to move like not to the Everglades, but like south of Orlando, somewhere in the Tampa, Sarasota, but then go east and in the middle. So if I was to call out some city names, it'd be like Sebring, which I actually have an aunt that lives down there too. She's a second aunt. but still aunt. Like Lakeland. There's not too many big cities when you get to the middle. All of the big cities are on the coast, so other than Orlando. Orlando and Gainesville are your like two major center cities, and that's really it. Ocala's getting there, but sooner or later, like Gainesville, Ocala, and the villages are all gonna merge. It's all gonna just be city through there. You're never gonna see any like greenery or anything. It'll just be houses. That'd be like going. There's actually houses like that. When I went to New Orleans, there's houses like before you get into New Orleans, like into the like the marshy area, over by the what is it called? It's the Twin Span Bridge. Yeah, okay, it's just called the Twin Span Bridge. But there's like these marsh houses, and you have to take. But the only way to get to their houses is by boat. It's quite cool. Quite cool. One thing about traveling a lot is I've got to experience a lot of. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Down there, I'm sure they. I've never been to the Everglades actually ever in my life, so I've never been that far south. The furthest south I've ever gone is Tampa, because that's more south than Orlando. Tampa's the furthest south I've ever gone. Which I actually have an aunt that lives there, Tampa. Would that be a second aunt too? It's my cousin's mom. Is that my dad's sister, or would that be his? Is it his stepsister? I don't even know. I'd have to ask my dad how they're related. He has the same last name as me, so he's definitely like one of my. So yeah, she's got to be like a regular aunt then, right? If she got the same last name. Anyway, yeah, I want to move further south. I need to get away from this cold. I don't want to be cold ever. So if like this doesn't work out and I don't end up moving further south, it'll probably end up being like South Texas, somewhere around San Antonio to Corpus Christi, somewhere in there. If I don't do that, I just move home to where my family is in Arizona, even though it's hot as fuck there. But I guess I can just run the AC for 3 months and then come outside after the middle of summer's over. Because they live down in Casa Grande, right outside of Maricopa. That's why Maricopa sounded familiar. Oh, I got now. Mm. Shoo. Texas, yeehaw, yeah, something like that. I've lived in Texas for 8 years out of my life, two different parts of Texas, and I just went down to San Antonio last September. Loved it. It's pretty humid there. It's way more humid than I thought it was going to be for a Texas place, especially how inland it is. I mean, you're 2 hours from the ocean, like to the west though, so the air blows to the east. So the humid, that's crazy how humid it is there. Crazy. Like I would expect Houston and stuff, but with winds blowing from east to west, yeah. And San Antonio being east of the ocean, which means wind is usually blowing. It's super fucking humid there. Well, that's where I live now. I'm in one of the most humid states, also. So, but I mean, Michigan's one of the. It's in the top 10 for humid states too. So I've been in humid states for like since 2020, since I left Washington, which is also a humid state, but it doesn't ever get hot there. Like, like I don't ever think in my entire life of living uh in Washington, the eastern side, Spokane, or the western side outside of Seattle, and like the Bremerton area. I don't ever remember a time where it was hot, where I went outside and I was like, holy shit. Like this is what's the word? There's a word for it when it feels just muggy and hot and just like nasty. Vancouver. Oh, it's not too cold there. I mean, you're from California, so you would probably think it's cold, especially in winter. But it's really not that cold there. Go to Michigan. Get 6 months of a couple. On average 60 inches of snow. I mean, they're like -3 today. No thanks. Yeah, I lived there for 5 years. I don't think I ever want to go back to Michigan. The thing is, though, Michigan has some of the prettiest summers I've ever experienced in my life. The Great Lakes, the freshwater lakes in the middle of summer are great. It's just so fucking cold up there. So cold up there. Missouri's not bad either. I love the Ozarks. I got an auntie there. I got a lot of fucking family. They're all over. But that's on my mom's side. She's been there since like 2001. She's been there for like 25 years. Gorgeous. Indiana is flat. But in the summertime, I think the whole Midwest is gorgeous in the summertime. It's fucking green. It's nice. It's warm outside. And again, I just like the summer. Chicken going crazy in there all day. I still got to see the Northeast. I've never seen like from New York and up, like New Jersey, Philadelphia, all that. I need to see all that. You can go see all that in a day, though. Like from Philadelphia to Boston is probably shorter than it is from. It's the same Yeah, it's actually shorter than what I thought. It's you can go from New Jersey to Boston, Massachusetts. So you get to stop at like Hartford, Connecticut, New Haven, New York, Knock, fucking New Jersey, and Princeton, like all these places in between for a shorter distance than it would be from Redding, California to LA. It's actually the same distance from San Francisco down to San Diego that it is going from New Jersey all the way up to Boston. So you're going through 4 different states. You get to see 4 major cities in the same amount of time it would take you to drive from San Francisco down to LA, not San Diego, LA, 5 hours. 5 hours down to Orlando for me. That's crazy, yeah. The Northeast is packed with cities. Packed. I mean, if you just want to stretch that out to like 7.5 hours, you can go from Washington, D.C., all the way up to Boston, Massachusetts, and you've done seen the whole Northeast. Because New York, Philadelphia, all that shit's all on the way. You stop in Wilmington, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Washington, D.C., Maryland. You get to go through all of that. All in 7 hours. Rhode Island, too. You do. You can go through Rhode Island. You can not go through Rhode Island, or you can go through Rhode Island. And if you're trying to see everything, you're probably going the Rhode Island way. I'd actually go 84 all the way north and then get off in New Haven. It doesn't even give you that option, but that's what I would do. New Haven, though, you got to stop in New Haven. I've been told this my whole life. New Haven is ranked for like America's best pizza. New Haven, Connecticut, just north of New York, like New York Island. has been rated for some of the best pizza joints in all of America. New Haven, Connecticut. Very New Yorky. I mean, it's right next to New York. It's right next to New York. I mean, it's because it's so close. I mean, Connecticut, that part of Connecticut is like on top of New York. I mean, that's where the Long Island, that's New York Island right there, just south of it. Like, it's just water in between them. A little bit of the water. A little bit of water. Oh, shit. Anyway, Donna, appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to get out of here. I'm well over my hour. I was going to get off. Appreciate the conversations, but it is time for me to get around for the day and get off of this telephone. No. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Stay medicated. Stay motivated. Fat Rob signing out. Peace. Much love, fam. Hey, Lone. Peace out, guys. Y'all stay medicated, stay motivated, and have a good day.